Hello YouTube people, today I will show you a very beautiful watch from Tandorio with incredible looking blue dial and wonderful sapphire crystal. So in this video I will show you how this watch looks like on 16.5 cm wrist or 6.5 inches, and I will show you how this watch looks like on a bunch of different 18mm straps. This video is sponsored by Tandorio. Such a cool sounding name when you think about it. It sounds like a name for a very fast, fancy racing horse, Tandorio. So Tandorio has sent me this watch and also this watch, and in order to show you this watch properly, I do need to turn off the lights. This watch is so much fun, but about this watch in another video. This time I'm gonna show you this beauty. Let me tell you the measurements, and all the measurements as always I did myself. So this watch off the strap, just case alone, weighs 60 grams. Diameter of the case is 36 millimeters. Lug to lug distance 46 millimeters. Lug width 18. Thickness of this watch is 14 millimeters, but if I try to measure without sapphire crystal, I get about 11 millimeters. Crown size is 7.5 millimeters. This watch has NH35A automatic movement, but you can also choose PT5000 if you want. This watch has a water resistance rating of 200 meters with a screw down crown and screw down case back. It has very interesting sapphire crystal, which is very beautiful in certain lighting conditions, and this watch has drilled lugs, which makes it a lot easier changing straps on this watch. So how does this 14mm thickness watch feel like on the wrist? And good news is that it feels fine. It feels fine because it's a small watch, just 36 millimeters, and it has flat case back, flat profile, so it's actually very stable on the wrist. It does have a little tendency to feel a little bit top heavy sometimes, but if you get correct size on your wrist, no problems. I feel no discomfort with this watch on my wrist. It actually feels very similar to another watch that I like very much from Tandorio. This one with the red dial. It also is bubbly watch, has this bubbly character and feels very similar on the wrist. But I would say that this one feels a little bit better because look, case back is completely flat, while this one is a little bit bubbly. So yeah, the red one feels a little bit more top heavier, but both of them are small watches and I just don't have any problems speaking about the comfort. Now speaking about the comfort, let me show you the original strap. And the strap initially feels a little bit stiff, but it wears in rather nicely, and one day in and it becomes soft and flexible and squishy. And from what I can observe, quality seems rather decent. You know, I'm not an expert, but from what I can see, I could say that the quality of the strap is actually pretty good. Edges are nicely done. I see no problems, nicely stitched and everything. It feels nice. Initially a bit stiff, but after one day it starts to feel nice. Wears in very nicely. I wanna show you the case, and for that I would like to remove the straps. Original straps don't have quick release, but this watch has drilled lugs, which means it's very simple. I just press into the hole and remove the straps. Just like that. So let's take a look at the case. It's sandblasted finishing case. It does not get fingerprints. Very simple, very stealthy, very militaristic, I would say. Nice thing is that lug ends don't have sharpness. Actually, there is no sharpness anywhere on this watch. That's nice. The reason why case back has nothing on it is because when buying a Tandorio watch from Tandorio's website, you can order custom engravings of your liking. You can also order version without logo, you can order version with your custom logo, you can choose different movements, different straps. I mean, that's what's nice about Tandorio, is that when you're shopping on Tandorio's website, there are plenty of custom options to choose from. And also this watch is available with a lot of different variations of the dial, different colors. And I believe if you would message them directly, you can almost, it feels like you could probably build your own custom watch with their parts. That's what's cool about Tandorio. It's very customizable even directly from their official website. So the crown on this watch, big crown, 7.5 millimeters. It does not feel sharp, yet it's very grippy. It's a screw down crown, feels great. Also with NH35 movement inside. In this particular watch you can also choose PT 5000 if you wish so. So yeah, that's very, very nice. Now let's take a look at the dial and sapphire crystal. And speaking about the dial, I must say that this is one of the best looking blue dials that I have ever seen. Probably, potentially the best looking blue dial ever, because it is so deep. It's very dark, but it's also very playful. Because of the sunburst effect, it goes from dark blue to black, and it changes very much depending on the lighting, especially under such crazy sapphire crystal. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous dial. It's unbelievable, man. Once I took this watch out of the box in the unboxing video, my opinion hasn't changed. Every day I look at this dial and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the best looking blue dial I have ever seen. So I'll try my best to give you some different lighting situations, how you could see it. But I really struggled with the video, I must say, and I believe I got a little bit better pictures than this watch looks in the video. So check out my Reddit post. I will put link in the description and in the first comment where you could see my pictures of this watch, because this is one of those watches that I had so much fun taking pictures of. It's like picture after picture, it just looks stunning. This thing is just a pleasure to do pictures on. It's very full of character, and even my wife likes this watch. She says that it looks like cute. It's a cute watch, yet somehow it looks cool. You know, she says that if it was any larger, then it wouldn't look nice. But at this particular size, this watch has very nice character. It catches eyes. It's like looks crazy, but in a very nice way. And I fully agree on that. It's just spectacular looking thing. And especially, look, I want to show you the crystal, how this crystal looks good in a dim light. It has this very interesting glowy effect. You know, it's a very tall crystal. The thickness of this watch with the crystal is 14 millimeters, but if I try to exclude the crystal, the thickness of the case is 11 millimeters. So quite fat sapphire crystal. And I mean, just look at this thing. Just look at this thing. It looks spectacular, man. When this watch is on the wrist and I'm just sitting by PC next to the window, okay, sometimes I just catch a glimpse of like this watch just glowing on my wrist because of this sapphire crystal reflecting the light. It looks just spectacular. It's just something else. This watch looks very different than most other watches. It's very, very different, but in very nice way. You know, there are plenty of very different watches that look crazy in a little bit cringy way. This watch is different in a very, very beautiful way. This is just, oh my gosh, this thing is just spectacular. I mean, just look at this. Do I even need to say anything? You see for yourself. How many watches do you know that look this good in this lighting situation? This is just, wow, it's just such an eye candy. And once I turn back the lights, you can see this blue dial, which looks just, oh my gosh, I'm eating this watch with my eyes, you could say. I'm eating this watch with my eyes right now. It's just such a good looking thing. And Lume initially appears to be rather strong, but it's, I'm afraid, not very strong on the hands. Numbers are good, but hands are not that strong. By the way, I forgot to show you that this red Tandorio also has this very beautiful effect in dim light. It also has this blue one has a little bit stronger because the sapphire crystal is just poking out a lot more. But this Tandorio with red dial also has very similar effect. Not as strong, but also rather beautiful. By the way, take a look once again how good is the dial on this red Tandorio. I do really like it. It has very nice effect where edges are dark and the middle is bright red. It's also very beautiful looking thing. Very beautiful looking thing with light or without light. Without light, yeah. Just like this one. And before I show you this watch on different straps, I want to show you this red Tandorio just a little bit more. I have already done video on this red Tandorio, so check it out. It's one of those rather special looking watches. As you can probably already tell, it does look rather spectacular. It has very contrasty but very beautiful look. And also I want to show a little bit this. This also looks very interesting on different straps, but this watch on different straps in another video. The specialty of this watch, as I told you, is how it looks in the dark. So okay, it's time to put this beauty on different straps. This is green tropical silicone strap, and I think this green color plays together with this blue dial rather well. Nice combination. They have somewhat very similar intensity, so they do look nice together. Very nice. Black leather strap with holes. I think it looks rather nice on this watch. Matches the character of this watch, I could say. Does look nice. I haven't added these straps to my website yet, but I'm going to make one big video once again about straps, because I do have some very nice new straps. I think this watch looks very nice on a grey leather strap. This is not suede, yet it looks rather similar because it's matte finish grey leather strap. Very nice strap, by the way. I think it looks really nice on this watch. Somehow it just matches this watch very well. But such is the case with all grey straps. They just look very good on many different watches, as I have tried. And this is the strap that I have worn this red Tandorio for a full week, and even though initially this strap felt like it is going to fall apart the next day, it held up just fine, feels fine, it's comfortable, and it has passed my test. So I am going to add this strap to my website because I think it is good, it is cheap, and for now I'm just going to add this strap in the comment section, link to the strap. It's very nice texture, it's like some kind of fabric, but on the inside, initially inside feels like paper, but after a while it starts flexing, it gets soft and squishy. It feels nice actually, and surprisingly it is still holding up just fine. So yeah, very good strap. Looks very good on Tandorio watches. This is bright brown suede leather strap, and I think this color works very well with this blue dial. It's just very beautiful combination in my opinion. I haven't added this strap to my website yet. This is also one of those new straps, but I will, because quality is good and it feels wonderful. And generally speaking, I just haven't had a single suede leather strap that wouldn't feel good. Not yet. All suede leather straps that I had, they all feel good somehow. Gray nylon strap. And how does this 14mm thickness watch feel like on a nylon strap? It feels fine actually. It feels fine. You know, it's a small watch. It's a small watch. That's how it feels like. Sometimes it tends to feel a little bit heavy, but generally speaking, throughout the day, this watch does not annoy me. It feels fine. And I think it looks very, very good on this gray nylon strap. Very nice combo. This sandblasted case on this gray strap looks great, I think. This is the same strap as before, except this one is bright brown. And I think bright brown looks really good with this blue dial. It's just very beautiful color combination in my opinion. It looks just good. It looks just very good. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. What can I tell you for the ending of this video? Well, this is very much attention grabbing watch. It catches an eye, and most watches that are attention grabbing watches, usually they are catching attention in not very nice way. Most of them either look vulgar because they're built in a way to look vulgar just for the sake to look vulgar and expensive, and other watches catch your attention because they're built extremely crazy and just for the sake of being extremely crazy, and that is sometimes just cringy. And this watch is just as much attention grabbing, but it's attention grabbing watch in a very beautiful way. It's a beautiful watch. It's a cutesy. It's a little cutesy on the wrist, you know, and somehow it is cool and has this vintage vibe, and I just absolutely love it. It's just wonderful watch. You know, usually I say I like slim watches, but when extra thickness on the watch adds extra character to the watch, I see nothing wrong about that. It's a gorgeous looking thing. This dial, this blue dial, is one of the best looking blue dials I have ever seen, and this extra thick sapphire crystal is also looks especially special in certain lighting conditions when it reflects the light and the whole crystal just shines on your wrist. This thing looks just special in a very, very beautiful way. So what's nice about Tandorio, if you shop on their original official website, is that there are plenty of customizations. You can choose different movements, you can choose different dials, obviously, but also you can choose your personal engraving on the case back. You can choose your custom logo on the dial. You could ask them to put your name on the dial, for example. So that's nice. So that's nice shopping on Tandorio official website, that there are plenty of customizations. So yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you Tandorio for sponsoring me. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.